So if you are tired of eating carrots for the rest of your life, counting calories or going on another crash diet, then this video is for you. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited to share this with you. It's something that's widely available. The information is widely available, but I'm not sure why people are not using this information. When I came to know about this, it changed everything about the way I look at food. I'm actually never on a weight loss journey because I never have to worry about it. So I'm going to tell you about it today. Energy is precious to the body. It will never waste it. If you eat food, your body converts it to energy that will be stored around your waist, around your arms, and everywhere the body stores fat, so that it can be used for the next time that you need the energy, but it will never waste it. And this is interesting because it used to be a good thing when people didn't have an abundant availability of food, but nowadays we have food readily available in excess. So, but you already knew this. Excess energy, excess food results in excess energy that your body will keep it around your waist. That means we end up counting calories. Okay, that's why the whole theory about counting calories came about, so that you limit the amount of calories that you consume in a day for the amount of activity that you do, so that you don't have an excess. But that's not easy and that's not enjoyable. It means you don't enjoy food because you are looking and scrutinizing everything that you eat. Okay, so here's the difference that I learned that really helped me. When you consume, when your body has carbohydrates available for it to digest and use it as energy, simple carbohydrates are very simple to digest. Okay, because they are very simple to digest, they result in an instant release of energy to the body. So they flood the body with energy, and the body doesn't need all that energy all at once. So what the body does is that it will take that energy, convert it to fat, and keep it around your waist. So you need to be then smart about the type of carbohydrates or the types of food that you are consuming. If the body converts simple carbs in a quick way, releasing an influx of energy, then you need to make the process complicated for the body. And that's where complex carbohydrates come in. Okay, complex carbohydrates are things that are low GI. If you go to the food store, they're labeled as low GI because they result in a slow release of energy to the body. It doesn't give the body a rush. Okay, these are foods that are not processed. They exist in their raw form. They haven't been processed to remove certain things from the food, to change colors and to change the functionality. So it's raw food in its truest form. So when you do this, it's complicated for the body to digest it, so it takes longer, and so you have a slower release of energy, and your body doesn't need to keep the energy because it's steadily being released for all the functions. Number two, we have been made to think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Okay, just as I said before, people never used to have food readily available like we do these days. Okay, now that there's an influx of food, we have been taught that breakfast, and you need to have breakfast that's big and suitable for a king. And this is not necessarily true if you think about how people have been made to function. Okay. Let's look at the concept of breakfast. Breakfast. You are breaking a fast because you have been sleeping and not consuming food. When the body sleeps, when you sleep, right, the body gets a chance to, regenerate, digest the food that you've eaten during the day, release the excess that needs to be released, use the nutrients from the food that you've eaten during the day to repair different parts of your body. Okay, then you wake up in the morning and you eat a big breakfast. Some of us eat late and we don't give the body enough time to do this repair process and this digestion process. Okay, so another thing about breakfast that I learned, if I extend the fasting period, okay, it gives the body more time to digest the food that I've eaten the previous day. After the food has been digested, the body starts looking for more energy sources because the body constantly needs energy to survive. So I wake up in the morning, I haven't taken my breakfast. Then the body is now looking for an energy source because I have waken up and I am busy with the day's busyness. Okay, so the body needs energy to do all of those activities. But since I haven't eaten breakfast, the body needs to look for other sources to get the energy. That's when the body starts to digest the food that's accumulated in my body. And that's another reason why I think the concept of breakfast is misleading. The body will never starve. As long as you've got reserves of fat, the body will always have a source of energy. So when you extend your fasting period by not having breakfast as soon as you wake up in the morning, you give the body a chance to take from its reserves. But the way that we are doing it nowadays, by eating breakfast the first thing that we wake up in the morning, we don't even give our body the chance to take from these reserves. But at the same time, because you are eating every day, the body keeps putting reserves away because it keeps thinking there's going to come a time when it's going to need these reserves. And guess what? That time never comes because we are constantly eating. Okay, so intermittent fasting is a therapeutic way of giving the body a chance to digest from its own reserves, but also the repair process that started while you were sleeping carries on. When the body is in a fasting state, it digests unhealthy cells as well. So it's not only beneficial for weight, but it's also beneficial for your health. Okay. Also, what happens that's good for the body, you start teaching your body to look at fat as an energy source instead of carbohydrates. During the day, you are eating food that's got mixed sources of carbohydrates, amongst them some fats. But when your body takes from your fat reserves, you are teaching your body to process fat instead of carbohydrates. And guys, this is crucial. This is the game changer. Okay, when you teach your body to metabolize fat instead of carbohydrates, that's when everything changes. And this process is called ketosis. Okay, the conventional way is that your body uses carbohydrates, which we are all used to. But when your body starts eating fat or metabolizing fat for an energy source, it's called ketosis. Okay, so this is very crucial because when your body starts eating its own reserves of fat, it means that the fat reserves will diminish. Okay, but you also want to help your body along to get into this process of ketosis faster, which is where intermittent fasting comes in as well. The longer you extend the fasting period, the quicker your body gets into ketosis because you no longer have the carbohydrate source for it to metabolize. So it needs to start eating its own fat reserves. Okay. So 2 things I've spoken about now: get your body to process complex carbs instead of simple carbs, and then also extend the period of fasting so that your body learns to metabolize fat instead of carbohydrate. So another way that you help your body to get into ketosis faster is by introducing healthy fats into your diet. Things like avocados, fresh avocados, avocado oil, flaxseed oil, olive oil, extra virgin coconut oil, eating foods that are higher in natural and healthy fats rather than simple carbohydrates. Another thing that I want to talk to you about, the body uses the liver to metabolize fat. A lot of us have an issue with a fat accumulation because our liver is overburdened. Okay, your liver releases something called bile, which digests fats in your body, and when your body is overly burdened, it cannot do this process more efficiently. Okay, so some people find that they are unable, they go to gym, they limit the amount of calories, but they're still accumulating fat around the body because the body is no longer able to metabolize the fat because the liver is overburdened. One of the things that I changed, that changed everything for me, all of us drink a beverage in the morning. Some of us tea, most of us coffee. But I changed this and started drinking herbal tea, specifically dandelion root. Okay, what is special about dandelion root is that like coffee, it gives you an energy, but it's also a diuretic like coffee. So it means that it flushes excess accumulated fluids from your tissues. So if you are a person that retains fluid in your tissues, it'll help with that pretty much the same way that coffee does. But it also has a health benefits in that it helps your liver capacity to be increased. If your liver has been overly burdened, it flushes out toxins quicker from your body so that your liver can function better. If your liver can function better, it means that it can metabolize fats more efficiently. So this is the other thing that I changed then. Instead of waking up in the morning drinking coffee or just drinking normal water, I drink hot water with dandelion roots tea. Okay, and this flushes out any excess water that's been retained in my body, gives me energy until the next time I have a meal, but also cleans out my liver so that my liver is more able to metabolize fat. And this is in conjunction with the ketosis going to help your body to digest the fat that's already existing in your body and also the fats from the food that you are eating. So in summary, rather than going on a crash diet, counting calories or crunching salads forever, get your body to function the way that it's supposed to function. Your body is supposed to look at its stores of fat to metabolize those fats. Give it a chance. Give it a chance to need those reserves so that it can digest them. Don't just let your body accumulate fat without you giving it a chance to take from those reserves. Okay? Help your liver along. Look out for the things that are overburdening your liver, but also cleanse it. And you can do this with the herbal tea. Things like dandelion root, burdock root tea, milk thistle also does the same. Green tea is also good for that. So look at a herbal tea that will cleanse your liver so that your liver is able to function and metabolize fat better. Choose complex carbohydrates instead of simple carbohydrates to make the process of digestion more complex for your body so that it releases energy slower and doesn't give an influx to the body, which the body in turn will store it around your waist. And I hope that this information will be helpful to you.